Today we've got a quick one, and that's because the answer to this problem is really simple. Today I'm going to show you how we ride through natural gullies and off-cambered slopes like what I've got right here behind me. And the reason that riding this terrain is actually so simple is because it's less about your technique, but more about your tactics. And by that I mean the line you choose to ride and where you choose to make your turns. Okay, so there is obviously a little bit of technique involved, but my point is that if you can make S-shaped turns like this with an edge change across the full line and just rock that board from one edge to another like that, then you've got the required level of technique that will allow you to start riding these natural gullies and off-cambered slopes. So the first and really the most crucial thing is to make sure that the edge change happens, that you initiate the turn as you still have speed whilst you're riding up the wall. And if you take a look at these clips, you can see that I always change the edge with speed whilst I'm going up the wall, and that means I'm on my new edge as I'm still climbing up the sides. And if you don't make the edge change on the way up right here, you just end up kind of running out of speed and then just sort of side slipping back down. And a lot of slopes will have little ramps up the side like this, allowing you to practice one edge change at a time. So just take a little bit of speed, ride up, make that edge change as you're going up. Simple. For all of the clips in today's video, I've been using this, the Insta360 X4. And for these shots where I'm filming myself, I simply hold the camera out on the 114cm selfie stick, select me mode, and that way the camera knows simply to film back at me, and there's zero editing required afterwards. I shoot at 60 frames per second, so I can slow everything down to half speed when I want, and everything else I keep in the auto settings. For these shots where I'm being followed, my wife has the camera out on the stick, but this time we're using 360 mode so that she doesn't have to worry about where the camera's pointing or keeping me in the shot. It films everything, and then I simply use the auto tracking feature in the app afterwards to make sure that I stay center frame. If you want to get yourself one of these cameras, then use my link down below for an 8% discount and a free snow kit. I also get a little bit of commission. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now I do just quickly want to touch upon a little bit of technique. So you'll notice that I'm basically riding in a lower down position. And this is going to do a few things. It keeps my center of mass closer to the board, making it easier to stay balanced. And being in that lower position with my lower body joints flexed and my knees bent is going to help me absorb any bumps or vibrations, but also it really helps me absorb the compression that you get as you ride into that wall, and as you hit that wall, that's going to make you naturally want to sink down a little bit lower anyway. Now, because I'm in this lower position, you will notice that I do have to kind of break at the waist and bend over at the waist somewhat. But even with holding that position, I am still able to maintain my line because I just rock my body as a whole sort of unit, like a pendulum, over the top of the board to help me make the edge change. Now, sure, in my beginner videos and things like that, and when you're learning to snowboard, we really emphasize always keeping your hips stacked vertically over the edge of the board. But when you move away from those kind of uniform pistes and nice sort of level slopes and start riding terrain like this, then sometimes deviating from that position can actually be a little bit beneficial. So really just focus on your line, make sure you get that edge change up the wall, and don't stress too much about the technique or the body position you're holding. It's all about keeping that speed, edge change up the wall, and just letting the side cut of the board pull you up, round, through the turn, keeping your legs soft to absorb the bumps, absorb the vibrations, and make sure you don't get flung off by trying to be in a too tall position or anything like that. Envisage your line going into it, that nice S shape, picture it coming out the bottom, and honestly, with all that, you're gonna be fine. So in conclusion, all I really want to say is don't overthink it. If you can picture your line going in and you can make that edge change up the wall, that's going to allow you to maintain that smooth S shape through the gully. Everything else that happens is going to be your body reacting, and you'll get better at making those micro movements to stay balanced over the board with time. So get in there, give it a go, have some fun. Thank you for watching. As always, said that a bit weird, but I'll see you in the next one.